Hello, this is Dave, and welcome to Equity Story. I think it's a pretty good sign that we're holding above that sort of long-term moving average. I think if we can sort of just hold above these levels, hopefully, you know, over next week, it can give us a little bit of momentum going forward. Um, just obviously having a look at the new 10 bagger we put on today. Again, I think most of the Equity Story members got in under that sort of 0.034, 0.035. If you didn't just hold your position, eventually I think you should get it. Um, this is a really exciting story. I mean, I was a little bit nervous putting this on. That's why I sent a warning sort of message. Just watch those volumes beforehand. Simply because, we're at the tech show. We're looking for stories, and get a little bit fed up with the Internet of Things. A lot of companies now on ridiculous market caps and making no money. And here's this great little Aussie battler. He's done it before. He's making money. He's growing his business, and I think it's a great write-up on the company. So, if you haven't bought any, I mean, take your time. You can decide. I don't think this company's going to be doing anything too exciting for next month. Take your time. Try and get your price at the stock at where we said under 0.345, and yeah, see if you can get some stock. I think over the next year, this is going to be a really exciting story. Um, I think we've had a lot of success recently, obviously with a lot of the stocks sort of jumping up and jumping up really quickly. You know, it's great when that happens, but it's not really what the 10 baggers and 3-year growth are all about all the time. I mean, we're looking for a good story. We want to give these stories a year and a half to show themselves, and sometimes they do take a little bit of time. Generally speaking, I think you know 90% of our stories will end up doing really well. So they just need a bit of time, and I think CM8 is one of those. And obviously we had a buy on this just under 27 or 28. I can't remember now. It's sort of down to 20. Um, and sometimes it can be scary, but a lot of these small caps have really small volumes, and just one person selling out can scare the market. It can really change the actual sort of general feel of the company, and people get nervous and then they sell. But CM8, you've got to go back to all these stocks. Just look at the story, and CM8 is doing really well. And if you can look at their last quarterly, again they had record revenue, record earnings, and the story's just going to get better and better and better. I think the market's most probably sort of waiting until they redo their loans, and I think the management are talking there. Hopefully, get some news out soon on that. But this is just a great story, and I think very undervalued at these levels. And we believe hopefully over the next year and a half that Crowd Mobile Limited will really outperform and do really well for members. Uh, Another stock pretty similar. Again, Richard, we put this on 20 cents. We've already most of the members have already doubled their money on this stock, and most are just holding profits. And again, Lucapa is one of the I think it's one of the most exciting stories on the ASX. Uh, they're finding diamonds everywhere, and they found one diamond. They recently sold it for 22 million. They're finding some of the most uh, like sort of incredible. I'll just show you their last report. Just give you an idea. I mean, they're finding there's a 404 carat gem they sold for 22.5 million. Um, the gross diamond sales from the last quarterly were 32.5 million. Um, you know, everywhere from mining block 6 to mining block 8, they're just finding huge, incredible diamonds. And why are we holding? Why do we like this stock? Because obviously we're waiting for Lucapa. Hopefully, it could happen anytime in the next year or 2 years. They can find the source of these diamonds. So how you going to value this stock where you find a pipe of diamonds, and each diamond's been selling for millions and hundreds of thousands of dollars? I mean, this company could be one of the great stories on the ASX. Um, like management said, they're finding some pretty big diamonds, and they don't normally blow too far from the source. So it could be just a matter of time before Lucapa find the source of all these diamonds. So if you know, this is a sort of story you got to really hold the story and buy it. And yeah, sure, if it doubles from where it is now and you bought it, then sell half, just run with your profits. But again, Lucapa, put it on your radar. If you're not familiar with the story, you know, go to the website, go to the ASX, read up about it, because again, I think it is a very, very exciting story. Just going to obviously down here to some of the more recent trends that we've been putting on, and the recent one obviously is Bellamy's. I'll just get up here, hold on. There we go, Bellamy's. So again, sort of, you know, we bought it under 1050. Again, this stock can move pretty up and down pretty quickly. I think Bellamy's is just going to maybe hug around this sort of between 10 and maybe 1020, 1050 for a while, just maybe 2 or 3 weeks. I do believe this is obviously a great story. It's come back. We're happy to be able to buy this story at these sort of levels, and I think she's looking really good. She's come down. She's holding that long-term trend, and you know, we've got a $12 or $12.50 target price in Bellamy's in sometime in the next month, possibly 2 months. We do see a nice sort of like a sort of nice 10 to 15% return in Bellamy's in the next 2 months, and we're happy to be trending the stock at these sort of levels. Again, if you paid a little bit, sort of at 1050, it's come down. Don't panic. It's still holding that trend line absolutely perfectly. Just like to say, you know, every week we put out stocks. We've had a little chance to look over them tonight. We put out stocks that have, you know, buy signals, and you know, stocks that should do well this week. And I think Domino's, BAP, API, OGC, most of these stocks averaged up over about 5% this week at their highest peak, which is pretty impressive. And all the bullish stocks that we said were bullish, I think they averaged up around around 4.2, 4.1, 4.2%. And this is in a market that has actually went up about 2.7%. So again, equity story just incredibly outperforming the market in most things that we do, which is absolutely fantastic. You can see just API again today had a good move up, sort of 7.98%. So you know, just went perfectly through that buy signal, so it looked really good. And Domino's went as high as $65 this week and went perfectly through that buy signal. So again, those weekly buy and sell signals are giving tremendous guidance, and some of our more sort of aggressive day traders are making a lot of money from them. Anyway, I'd like to thank you for obviously especially as new members for joining Equity Story. I'd like to thank you for being a member of Equity Story, and we wish you a really great long weekend, and obviously a really important Anzac Day, and it's obviously a big day where there's you know, remember some fantastic people in our past. Anyway, thank you for listening to Equity Story, and good night.